Good day, dear readers, viewers, watchers, and listeners. I pray all is well out there. We're going to continue and resume play in the book entitled The Sacraments of Eternity. Let us continue, let us resume play, and let us begin. The city was crowded and noisy as usual. People were arguing and bargaining all over the place. One could buy anything. Looking at this variety, Jubal cheered up. "Son, let me make a purchase. We can pay a visit. We can't pay a visit empty-handed." "Sure, Father, buy something. I'll sit for a while in the shadow." John sat down under a small tree and closed his eyes. His tiredness put him right down. People's bubbling noises coming from the market square reminded him of the noise of the sea. He felt nice. Someone in the bright dress was standing in front of him, attentively looking at him. "John, open your eyes." "No, I don't want to." "Please, wake up. You'll sleep at Shammai's house." John opened his eyes. No one was around, only a crowd of people arguing and talking very loudly. Suddenly in the crowd, he saw a familiar face, a woman. John shook his head and again attentively looked at her. Next to the woman was a handsome young man. God, where could I see her? Where could I have seen her before? She reminds me of someone. John came a little bit closer and looked at the woman. No, I can't remember her. But she seems familiar. I know her from somewhere, but where? I can't remember. "John, son, come on. I bought everything." "Father, wait." John wanted to come to that woman and talk to her, but he didn't dare. He came back to his father and asked, "Father, where will we find Shammai's house?" "Son, it's easy. I can find it with my eyes closed." They were searching for Shammai's house until the sun set. "Father, you said..." Yes, this is his house. You see, for the 17 years, the city has changed a lot," Jubal knocked. "If you are with peace, come in." They entered the house. "Peace be in this house." "Peace be to you too." They saw a young man. Jubal asked, "Tell me if Shammai lives here." "He did. It's been 4 years since he's moved to heaven." "Are you Uzziah?" "Listen, old man, what do you want?" "Yes, I am Uzziah." He came closer to Jubal and looked at him. "Listen, Grandpa, are you Uncle Jubal?" "Yes, it is me." "Man, you are so old. Who is that with you?" "This is my adopted son. You babysat him 25 years ago with Barbius." "I got it. I remember. Bishop Zachariah must have passed away too then." Uzziah, you are right. I replaced John as his father. Why are you standing? Sit down. I just don't have any food today. Uzziah, don't worry. We have brought everything. John, bring the products in. Yes, Father. Uzziah, tell me, where is Barbius? Uncle Jabal, we'll talk about it later. John brought products purchased by his father. Yes, Uncle Jabal, you are still the same. You even brought wine. Uzziah, I thought Shammai is still alive. No worries. I replaced him. Why doesn't your son eat anything? Uzziah, he is a Nazarene. Ah, Nazarene. I'll give him some bread and honey. Thank you, Uzziah. Uzziah told them everything about his life. Jabal told him everything about himself. Several hours they were talking. Unexpectedly, the moaning was heard from another room. Uzziah, give me some water. God, I forgot about him. Uzziah, who is that? Who is there? This is the best friend of Barbius. 4 days ago he was wounded to his belly by the legionnaires. Barbius brought him here and ran away. I don't know what to do with him. Let me take a look at him. Sure. They entered the room. It was dark and smelled really bad. Uzziah, bring a candle. Jabal put a light to the face of the wounded guy. God, Elishua, is this you? Old man, who are you? I don't recognize you. This is me, Jabal. Jabal? Yes, Jabal. Where is John? He is here with me. John is with me. John, come closer. Father, what's up? Look, this is Elishua. Thus we meet again, and for the second time I have to save you. Elishua thoroughly looked at John. John, you are really the boy I used to know. Elishua, I remembered about you so often. I was waiting for you. God helped us to get together. We'll talk later. John, bring me some water and wine. I'll treat his wound. Uzziah was open-mouthed. Uncle Jabal, how do you know each other? Uzziah, we saved him once. You amaze me. Father, here's the water and the wine. Uzziah, do you have some clean tissue? I do. Bring me and open everything possible. Fresh air will heal him. Wait for us in another room. Yes, Father. Uzziah and John sat down. Uzziah was keeping silent, but finally pronounced, John, tell me, Barbius is a friend of Jesus Christ who claims to be the Savior. I heard a lot about you, too. Barbius, well, people say you are the forerunner. Tell me, do you know Jesus? Unfortunately, Uzziah, so far I have never met him. Though we are relatives, his mother is my aunt. I saw her once. I was a kid at the time. If I met her now, I wouldn't recognize her. John, Jesus is already preaching about God's truth. When will you start? Uzziah, don't bug my son. Only God knows when. He will decide. Oh, look. Elishua got up. How do you feel? Uzziah, I am much better. I want to eat. Will you drink wine? I surely will. Look at this wounded. Restore your energy. Elishua, have you ever seen a chariot of fire? Well, again? Yes, twice, but at a distance. I can't remember it now. As soon as I do, the image of poor Abraham appears before me. Do you remember him? How can I forget? Jabal, I feel sorry for him, even now. Where could I see that woman? God, help me. Where have I seen her before? Where was it? Son, John, what are you thinking about? Father, I'm sorry. I saw a woman in the market square and I can't understand why I remembered her. I've been trying to think about why I remember her, who she might be. John, don't think about it now. Father, I want to sleep. Fine, sleep, and I will sit for a while. There will be no other time for... Jabal hushed up. John, wait. Uzziah, what is it? Now I'll give you a present. Why, I think you will need it. Uzziah brought a chiton made of camel skin. This is my present to you. It will warm you everywhere. Take a belt. You will need that too. Thank you, Uzziah. Not at all. I don't know where Barbius took it, thought Uzziah. Jabal, you are saving me for the second time. Will I ever have a chance to express my gratitude? Elishua, forget it. No, I can't. Take this money from me. Jabal took a purse and looked at Elishua. Elishua, I won't need it in heaven. Well, you need it here. Take it back. My time here is running out. I'm going back to my motherland to die. Have you already talked death? No, Uzziah, I talked to God. Okay, when you get there, hug my parents and tell them I changed and now I'm a different man. I see, but you have to be smarter. Uncle Jabal, what do you mean? Nothing. Just words. Keep in mind, if I didn't enter your house today, I would have soon. I got it. Let's sleep. In the morning, John and I will go to Hebron. A new day started, drizzy, with rain. You see, John, I told you you would need the chiton. Uzziah, thank you again. Jabal looked at Elishua. Uzziah hugged them. Goodbye. I won't see you again in this earthly life. Uzziah dropped a tear. Goodbye, Uncle Jabal. Elishua, come inside. Jabal, what do you want to tell me? You know, when I return to God, John will be completely alone, and if you happen to meet him, please help him in a tough moment. Of course, Jabal, I will find him and do as you wish. Goodbye, Elishua. Goodbye, Jabal. 2 times you've saved me from death. I can't defend you from it. I am helpless. May God accept you and be merciful to you, thought Jabal, watching Jabal walking off. Jabal was with John, infused into the noisy streets of Jerusalem. They were walking silently, each of them in their own thoughts. John was looking around. He wanted to see that woman again. Father, wait. Son, what is it? Look at that man. I remember him when I was a kid. I swore I would never forget him. This is Safayette. Father, remember the caravan? John, I can't think about it right now. It was raining. The wind was rustling, giving a dark vibe. They were approaching Damascus Gate. Jabal's back was turned. Goodbye, Jerusalem, forever. I will never enter or exit through your gates again. Jabal, you will enter Jerusalem through the gates of heaven. Son, what do you say? Father, I am silent. I'm waiting for you. Oh Lord, John, we have to hurry. Father, look, what a beautiful place. Where? There it is. It is the so-called place of the skull. This hill over there reminds me of the head of a man. Yes, you are right. Let's go, son. We have to overcome 20 miles, maybe more. Father, get into the carriage. I'll sit too. We'll cover it with the camel skin and feel much warmer. John, wake up. We have arrived. Father, so soon? No, you've just been sleeping for too long. Look at my dear Hebron, and yours too. Moses called it Mamre, and Abraham thought it to be God's friend. If Abraham thought so, we are now embraced by God. So many years ago, I felt this place. We have to stay somewhere overnight. Let's go to my house, and if no one lives there, we'll stay there. Unfortunately, Jabal's house didn't exist anymore. He cried. John, my house disappeared. In the past, I feel so sorry. Though, my dear son, it's not over. If my friend is still alive, we'll stay at her house. Follow me. It looks like someone is alive there. Jabal knocked. Isaac, are you home? Who is it so late? It's me, Jabal. Let me in. Go, I don't know any Jabal. Isaac, I am not alone. I am with the son of Zachariah and Elizabeth. Please remember. An old woman opened the door, and they were staring at each other for some time. Isaac, is it you? Jabal, and is this John? Yes, John. Come in. I'll cook something for you. You must be hungry. You'll tell me your story over dinner. The whole night long, they were talking. They fell asleep not until the morning. John was sleeping the entire day. It kept raining and John didn't want to get up. Son, yes, Father? I have found a place. What place? A cave. Tomorrow I'll show it to you, and you can leave my body there. Father, you feel good, don't you? John, it is always like that before death. The cave is on the highest mountain, and I will stay next to the tombs of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and their wives. I won't be scared next to them. I understand. They were prophets, and I am a simple man, though living near the future prophet. I think they won't be offended at me. Isaac came in. Jabal, I heard what you've just said. Do you intend to pass away? Yes, Isaac. It is not my whim, though I have to visit the synagogue before, the one where Zachariah was preaching. John, I think you'll like God's temple where your father used to service. Yes, Father, I will go with you. In the morning, they went to the synagogue. Comers were just about to gather. Look, John, this is where your father was preaching, and I always was here and listened to him. It was interesting. Wait, John, I see a friend. Isaac, do you recognize me? Jabal, you are alive. Yes, Isaac, I am alive, and I'm back to my motherland to die here. Yes, our land is special. It will accept us. Isaac, this is John, the son of the late Zachariah. Jabal, are you kidding me? How come? Listen, Jabal, don't talk about it. You can be thrown around and thrown at with stones. But what for? For John, everyone knows that he is. I won't talk. You'd better leave before they recognize you. John, let's go. Father, let's stay for some time. No, we have to go. They went out of the synagogue. Father, I didn't hurt anybody. You will, and people won't like you. Let's walk in silence. Will you show me your tomb? Oh, thank you for reminding me about it. The place was rocky, and it was hard to climb to where the tomb was, but they were able to move towards it, moving up slowly. Father, I remember. What? What do you remember? The woman I told you about that I saw in Jerusalem, that I couldn't remember who she was, but I knew I remembered her from somewhere. I've still been trying to remember all this time. And I remember her. I remember who that woman was that we saw in Jerusalem. It was my aunt, Mary. John, you must be mistaken. They live in Nazareth. Father, it was her. Well, if it is her, it means she is safe and sound. Here, John. Here is my tomb. Do you like it? Father, what are you talking about? Okay, fine. Let's relax here for a while, and we'll go back to Isaac. I'm hungry. Dear readers, we will pause and we will stop there. We will resume play yet another day, another time, in the book entitled The Sacraments of Eternity. Until next time, dear readers, be well. Take care of yourselves, and in these days, try, if you must, if you can, take care of one another. Again, until next time, be well. Thank you. And God bless.